Yes. I can't move.
Next step movie.
What? Our book that we started with was The Catcher in the Rye. All three of us had already read it. We all loved it. I adopted the persona of Holy Caulfield for a year and a half, actually. We didn't really reread it. Like, what's reading these days, right? We revisited it. I've read it 5 times in my life. I got it like the back of my hand. Okay. And from that, to this.
Yeah. Our universal question for this project. This is what inspired it.
Was
The book,
no.
Holden Caulfield was dealing with a lot of angst and he was emotionally distressed. He read the book. He was clearly not okay inside. He had a lot of internal conflict, and that was what inspired us. It gave us the question. Our question was, what causes teens internal distress and angst and problems and issues? What makes us go crazy emotionally? Next slide.
So from that, I was in a mental rehabilitation program for 2 years. That's not a joke, I was. My mom put me in there. She thought I was mentally unstable. It's not funny, seriously. But I thought if I could get in touch with them, we could get a lot of professional insight on the matter. And I called them upwards of 10 times to try to set something up, and they didn't return any of my calls. And it was really frustrating, so we had to come up with a backup plan.
So, came up with an interview for our beloved guidance counselor, Miss Weber. We kind of had high hopes for the interview, and then once we did it, all of her answers were kind of ambiguous. So we'd be like, what is the most common problem that kids come to you with? Oh, well, you know, it's different for everybody. And so that was kind of her answer for everything. So it didn't really help us at all. And then the whole interview kind of fell apart, and we just started joking. So that one was...
It was funny.
It was funny. It was funny.
But
as far as beneficial to our project, not,
we didn't really
so
get what
much.
we were looking for there. So that also turned out to be a bust, unfortunately.
So we were like, what the H are we going to do? So we made some surveys about teenage stress and angst, and okay. Anyway,
All different kinds of questions.
and Marston, give him a hand. He worked really hard on the upcoming graph, so.
Yeah. Thank you. And Marshall used Excel.
All right. Well, yeah. So I'm not exactly tech savvy, so I hopped on Microsoft Excel, and what should have taken me like maybe an hour and a half took me about 4 days, non-stop working. So first question was, have you ever been bullied? This is kind of a shocking statistic. I mean, we hear a lot about bullying, but I don't know about you guys, but I don't really think that it's as prevalent as it used to be, but 62% of the 100 people we interviewed actually said they have been bullied at some point in their life. This is...
This was a sample size of upwards of 100 people, by the way. 18 notes.
So this is kind of the most disturbing statistic. Have you ever seriously committed suicide? Yeah, we interviewed some dead people. It was wild. Have you ever seriously considered suicide? 17 people said they had considered suicide.
Even though it's not a majority, it's still way higher than it
That's
should be.
alarming.
Yeah, we thought maybe we'd get like 3 or 4 of the kind of severely depressed people, but instead we had about 20%, so 17%. So stressful areas. We wanted to figure out where people feel the most uncomfortable and the most stressed out. Nothing really striking. About a little over 40 people said at home. A little over 60 said at school, which is expected. School, lots of schoolwork. And then just a minuscule portion said in public, so wherever you go out, you feel uncomfortable about it. So how many hours of free time do you have daily? We wanted to see if maybe this contributes to how people feel stressed out. So a little over 30 said less than an hour, a little over 35 said 1 to to 2 hours, and less, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, and 7 plus. We're in high school, so not many people had a plethora of free time. So, what do you feel significant stress or anxiety due to? This one, people were allowed to have more than one answer. So, around in the middle, about half of the people were stressed out due to their parents, whether it's stress they put on their children or just high expectations. Slightly less friends, whatever, it's drama, just the kind of school atmosphere and the pressure that your friends put on you. We kind of expected schoolwork to be the highest one, especially since we're seniors. Well, not so much now, but especially at the beginning of the year, applying to colleges, definitely stressful.
Since it, like you could put more than one, that was like correlated with parents.
Yeah, use the pressure they put on you to
Parents.
succeed in school.
There was a lot of pressure for school.
Opposite sex, getting nervous, especially for this time, asking girls to prom, and then just the stigma about having a girlfriend, having a boyfriend, and that whole thing. And then bullies were a smaller portion, but definitely still up there. So what makes you feel the most insecure about yourself? This question was kind of a train wreck because we had, so the last one, economic standing, we actually had it as economic class, meaning like how much money your family brings in. Most of the responses, like these are just the people that answered it honestly, but most of the responses were like, Mrs. Hamilton? But like, no, that's not what we meant.
Like the top 4 areas of stress in your life, one of them is one specific class, right?
Yeah, no, it's not, people were like, is this a joke? So that one, that was kind of my bad on the survey, but that's not what we meant. So our physical appearance, highest, athleticism, intelligence, economic standing, this was kind of all we expected. Now this graph, this is kind of the most important. So what causes your insecurity? Here on the y-axis, we have how many students, and then here on the x-axis, we have what makes you feel insecure. The blue is other students, the red is family members, green is society, and the purple is yourself. Physical appearance, as you can see, poor self-esteem, how high the purple graph is. Society dictates what makes it, and then you are the one that actually makes yourself feel so uncomfortable about it. Other students, that's bullying and that whole area. Athleticism, again, poor self-esteem, but then other students and family members had a much higher area in that one. And then as far as intelligence and economic standing goes, definitely not as prevalent, but still there. So, how do you deal with stress? Do you talk to those close to you? Do you keep it to yourself? Let it out through art, music? Do you engage in unhealthy behavior, drugs, alcohol? And do you take it out on others? Bullying, trying to make yourself feel better by putting other people down. This one, again, nothing really stood out. Keep it to yourself is obviously the highest one, but nothing really inspiring came from this.
You have to keep in mind, like, a lot of people were feeling shy about answering the question, even though it's an anonymous survey.
Smaller, can you throw us back?
Okay.
Don't look at this yet, guys. Hold on. One
Yeah.
more. Oh, yeah. Never mind. We're good.
Okay, so we decided we would make a song/music video with a it gets better message, a kind of an uplifting sort of thing. But he has work, I have naps. So it was hard for us to really come together. We had one studio session, and none of us were born with the natural funk to be rappers. So
Yeah.
some of it's
We got one take.
yeah, we got one
We
take.
got
each,
one
so
take to do it.
some of it might not hit the ear right, but
Yeah, just cut us some slack on
RN
that.
stands for right now in case you didn't.
It's a murder.
And phase 7, here's the video. We took a bunch on our iPhones, and it just wasn't working out. We weren't coming out how we wanted to, and none of us know how to edit it together. And then actually yesterday, our friend Bailey was free, and he has a good camera and
He has
stuff,
very
and he's
nice
good at this. So this video was all filmed yesterday. For one day, I'm pretty impressed. If we didn't have this video, we still would have shared the song with you, so we would have had something.
Yeah.
But
And we could have passed around our iPhone clips.
We have a
Yeah,
small
we do.
Yeah,
synopsis
we'll be
of the
okay.
video to hand out.
And
typed up lyrics. For your pleasure.
I'm gonna play.
I definitely want it. Keep us 3 back there too.
Alright. I know this is exciting, guys, but please continue passing around the papers, but we're going to start this so we can finish it in time.
Just make sure you read the synopsis first. Wait, just
Yeah, we brought in our student body president for a little star power.
Ready?
Is everyone ready?
Yes.
This is an original song.
Yeah, original.
Original lyrics. Borrowed the instrumental from Eminem.
Let's hit it. Just hit play.
Speaker not working.
Does it get louder?
Is that the loudest the speaker's done?
Yeah.
Is the volume on the YouTube?
Yeah.
Is the volume on the computer?
Oh, the computer. Check that. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Alright.
Play.
There we go.
We've all heard it before. Turn the other cheek. Don't be afraid to swallow pride or look weak. Bullies on the playground catch you playing hide and seek. The pill's hard, but the mill's meek. We out here wearing t-shirts over hoodies cheap. We out here wearing our hearts right on our sleeve. Them haters try to scrap, but I don't want no beef. I'm too headstrong, they just suck their teeth. Now it's not supposed to be easy, like a stand-up game. When you mix breezy, I run all my fights, coming up the bigger man. Now all the honeys be like, Sudden, I'm your biggest fan.
Some feel down from time to time, others can't get this crap off their minds. They walk around day to day, feeling like they can't live this way. Then they get bullied in school by those scum, ticket booth tools, stressed by work, loneliness, broken homes. They don't have those new iPhones. Can't afford technology, society can't afford them. Plagued by depression, all they need is a friend. But they don't play sports, they're not in the band. Their dad's telling them they're not a man. So much sadness, feel so alone. Can't do this anymore, the point going on. Not strong enough to cope, there is no hope. But I got a closet and I got a rope.
Have you ever been so low? I feel like it's over again. You just need someone on knowing how you really did. It's like you slowly dying in this hell bloody biz. Not even you can help yourself with hell into it. God damn it, just a king of the impressed believe they were like, man, you always feel like you've actually gone crazy. I know you feel like it's over, like it's too much happening, you can't hang it. I know it's something you can't do. Life is hard, life is rough. No matter who you are, it don't matter if you're tough. But it'll get better and real, man, I swear. You gotta believe if you really can. Think of your future and the rest of your life, your unborn kids and your unmarried wife. They need you, bro. You gotta love them. Stop and love. This pain's what you gotta push through. So strong.
This looks terrifying.
But when the pain is down to the bone, how you gonna tell them off with sticks and stones? Being deaf to the hate is the key. Just trust me, dog. Just wait and see. What's that, man? I can't hear you, yo. What you say, Mama Jason Derulo? Give me chin up, man, no second looks. You get the chance, Marshawn Brooks. Not worth the struggle, just stay on that right path. Prove the doubt is wrong, you'll have the last laugh.
Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours, only you decide. No matter how bad it gets, the escape should never be through suicide. So sick of the monotony, you're just praying for a new design. It'll come soon, just look at me, I've got the proof of mine. Until you reach your destination with a little perspiration. I know that you can make it, you just need some inspiration. So da-na-na-na-na-na, I said the new day is now. Come on, baby, get up. Now let's hear you say it now. And never listen to the bullies. And I'll finish with the obvious. Dismiss them when you're pissed and never let them diminish your confidence.
It's a little too late to say that you're sorry now. You kicked me when I was down, but what you said just don't hurt. That's right, it don't hurt me. I don't need you no more. Don't wanna see you no more. You ran me into the crowd. That's why you don't hurt me. I don't need you no more. You get no love.
Just to finish off the PowerPoint.
After that was our presentation, and
Good afternoon. We have a couple afternoon announcements. Tomorrow, June 1st,